Hey all my movie maniacs, Mark the Movie Man here, welcome to the final cut, and I finally got around to seeing this. Slap my hand for not seeing this sooner. It's the cult film that never got wide release, went direct to VHS, then DVD. I am talking about the B-action, low-budget film called Samurai Cop. Yes, we get the story of Joe Marshall and Frank Washington, two cop partners who go out and try to take on the Yakuza clan in their town to help prevent them from spreading their crime and their influence across their city and setting it on fire. And we see how Joe Marshall's rogue cop approach does get them in trouble, but gets the job done. And they seek out to take on the Yakuza, and Joe Marshall may actually accomplish his task if he can avoid being distracted by the ladies long enough. Samurai Cop is the epitome of B-movie, low-budget exploitation films of the late 80s, early 90s. If you looked at the definition of exploitation action film, it'd say see Samurai Cop. This film was so much fun. I had a blast from start to finish. First off, these characters. Joe Marshall, played by Matthew Curtis in here. Just such a great character. Embodied all those B-action films, that we saw back then in those types of films. You know, the woman, the guy who, he's pretty a woman magnet. Every woman flocks to him and wants to do him. He's badass in his karate moves and his martial arts and his sword wielding. He tries not to use a gun whenever he can, rather go mano a mano, all buff and just superhero star-like, okay? And that is the Joe Marshall character, and I loved all the scenes that he was in. Now, his partner, Frank Washington, played by Mark Frazier, is fantastic as well. Great chemistry between these two. Really had that good old buddy cop formula going on there, and he's having a lot of fun smiling and kicking the crap out of guys too, but he uses a gun. He doesn't bother with that hand-to-hand stuff, and he's just having a blast with his buddy Joe Marshall, who he just hopes leaves some bad guys left over for him. Now, you also have Robert Zadar. The late Robert Zadar in here is Yamashita. Fantastic character. Always great to see Robert on screen. He makes the most of this character. Every role that he's been in, regardless of the budget, he gets into his character, and he gets into it here. And he gets a fantastic sword fight scene at the end with Matthew Curtis's Joe Marshall. Seeing those two go at it was just a lot of fun. We have other great characters in here, all memorable. It is a beautiful B-action film, if you can have such a thing, folks. It is just a ballet of exploitation. You got gratuitous nudity in here. Yes, there are naked females in here, but you do also get Joe Marshall quite a bit without his clothes on, so you do get those elements. Excessive action. Action scenes are well choreographed and well executed, and for the budget that they did this film on, it is impressive, some of these action scenes that they did, and of course the blood is there as well. And the dialogue is cheesy at times, but still, it's a blast. If you're a fan of exploitation films, a fan of the B-action films of the late 80s, early 90s, and you have not seen this film yet, shame on you. Heck, shame on me for not seeing this film sooner. It was a fantastically fun film that I just could not stop watching, and I think you'll feel the same if you're a fan of this type of film. That'll about do it for us here on The Final Cut. Thank you so much. Look for my review of Samurai Cop 2 coming soon. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate your support. That close to 1,000 subscribers, and it's only because of you guys that I can continue to keep doing this. So thank you very much, and until next time, keep that ticket stub.